we're back from groceries, and I thought I'd get a little more video for you. This will be showing you the motor. That seems to be interesting for most because the engine is a nice engine. What you'll notice right away is I've wrapped the intake duct with some heat reflective tape to keep that cooler. I have water methanol injector coming in. This is a third-party air filter system that was added to keep this from pulling in hot air from underneath during the summer months. Added the reservoir for the intercooler. The LSA has an intercooler that keeps the intake air chilled. This is the pressure relief valve. This is an oil catcher. If there is oil being pushed up, it'll be caught here instead of being digested by the engine. Pretty much everything else here is stock. So there's a oil cooler, an air cooler, what do I call it? Water cooler, I guess you could say. And the methanol stuff is in the trunk. There's no spare tires, so there's plenty of room under the mat for the pump and the reservoir for the methanol. That only comes on at wide open throttle, so it has a 1 gallon jug, lasts quite a while. Some of the other changes that were made here was I added a little black spoiler lip just to give it a little more definition to the front. And in the rear, and I don't know if we can see them or not, but there's some, well, not from here. Get down here. Oh, not from here either, but down inside there somewhere, there are heavy-duty trailing arms. They're about twice as thick as the factory, and they're red. It has to be up in the air to see it. I also used Eibach coil springs for a little bit of a firmer ride and lowered it 1 inch. I put a Jake decal on it because I used to have Corvettes and I like Jake. But the body is pretty okay. I think there's a nick in the hood somewhere. I don't know if that's it or not. A little chip in the paint. That's about it. That's the only thing that I know. There's some rash down here. I got into a tire on the side, in the middle of the road, just flew up and hit me, so I've got some dingers down low. That's it. I don't have any door chips or rust or anything else with the body. 22,000 miles, real clean. It does everything I've asked it to do. With the interior, as you know, is pretty standard. Everything is standard. It comes with navigation and heads up, magnetic shocks. It's a 6-speed automatic, and it has a sport mode, and it has paddle shifters. This is upshift. That's a downshift on the left side. Oh, that's my music. Put in some gauges. This is the oil pressure gauge. This is a boost gauge. And this is a fuel pressure gauge. And these are changeable. You can push a button and they change colors if you get something. I like that. I like them in white. I don't know how I got them in there. There we go. More like, where's that white? I don't know. Oh well, I'll find it. I guess that's white. It has OnStar, but I don't use it. It has a sunroof. I don't know, it's open, but it's been cool, I guess. The seats are heated and air conditioned. Well, not air conditioned, but they have a fan. And I don't know, it's got all the stuff. I mean, it has some voice recognition a little bit. It has cruise as usual. It has parking and stuff, parks itself. And then there's a button when you hit traction control. I don't know if it'll work now or not. If you hit it twice, you get 2 little orange lights. That means traction control is turned off totally. You hit it again, it comes back on. And in mode select. I don't know how that would work. Let's see. I got it in here, and I hit. No, 2. That's off. Okay. Oh, I know. If I hit it and hold it. Is that it? Oh, now I forget how I did it. There's one where I can get what's called track mode. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'll figure this out. Let me shut this door. Because that's a good thing. Oh, it is in track mode. Traction control is not off. StabiliTrak is off. And if you can read that or not, it says track mode. And then you got to put the transmission in sport. And now the suspension and the engine are tuned, and the upshifts and downshifts are better managed for sporty function driving, I guess you could say. So that's pretty cool. All right, and then it has it has fog lights. They're not really bright, but they work. And then automatic lights, and as I said earlier, all kinds of safety devices: front end alert, navigation, heads up. All the stuff that comes with the SS. And it's really a convenient car, and it's a great driver. I haven't had much of a road trip. I took it to New York City once, turned around, came back to see my wife's family. That was it, and we had a great time. It just drives. It gets up around 24, 25 on the highway when you take it easy, but it's hard to do that sometimes. Okay, well, that's it. It does drive. You can hear the idle. It's idling. Oops, I got in gear. But if I hit the gas, it'll come up and let you know it's alive. So that's it. I'll put this on YouTube and send you the link. Bye.